Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today I am going to be doing a video on a very sexy, sultry, smoky eye. I haven't really done one of these on my channel. Maybe I did a few years ago, but I want to get like an updated version of a nice sultry look, good for date nights and everything like that. It's probably going to be a little bit more edgier. It will have a black lip, so if you're into that, then you'll be into this. Also, this video is sponsored by elfcosmetics, so I will be showcasing some of their products today, incorporating it into this video. So I hope everyone has been doing good lately, you know, because all the things going on in the world. Yeah, so I hope everything's going good for everyone. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and just jump into the tutorial. I'm going to do my eyes first because I am going to be using those dark colors, and if I had my base on, it would most likely have some fallout or maybe get on, you know, my base, and it would be a mess. So when you're using dark colors, dark shades, it's always good just to do your eyes first and then go ahead and do everything else afterwards. It makes everything just so much more clean and seamless. The first thing I'm going to do is use the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. Absolutely love this concealer. It's amazing. If you guys didn't know, e.l.f., I'm sure most of you do, but it stands for eyes, lips, and face. So the shade I'm going to be using in this video is light beige. I'm just going to put a couple of dots on my eyelids so I can get a nice even base for my eyeshadow. And then I'm just going to grab a brush and blend that out. So now that we have that done, I'm just going to set that with some translucent setting powder. This will make sure that when you're using your eyeshadows that everything blends nicely and doesn't get all patchy or weird. Today I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Opposites Attract eyeshadow palette. Here's what it looks like. So I'm going to take a pencil brush and go into the shade Smooth, and I'm going to put that right on my lower lash line. It's okay if it's a little messy because we are going to smoke it with other colors as well and blend it. So I'm going to pull this up like a liner right at the end of the lash line. Alright, now that the shape is down, we're going to go ahead and just kind of layer on other colors on top of that and kind of build up the intensity and build up the gradient of the eyeliner. The next shade I'm going to grab is shade Warm, and I'm going to pack this a little bit higher than what we laid the last color down, and it'll make that liner a little bit thicker, so you gotta kind of go with the shape as you blend. We're gonna layer one more color on top of this, so it's gonna be a pretty thick eyeliner. And then the last shade I'm going to throw on top of it is shade Cheeky. Going to pack that right at the top of that line. This is going to warm everything up. So a gradient liner, smoky liner, is mostly honestly just about going back and forth and blending between the colors. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use the e.l.f. Liquid Glitter Eyeshadow. This is in shade Bling Bling. It's a beautiful silver. So I'm going to go ahead and just literally paint on that area above the liner. And then I will grab a brush and just kind of blend that. I want to keep that above the gradient liner we did. Avoid that area, but you also don't want to go too high in your crease. So mostly on your eyelid, your upper eyelid I should say. Alright guys, so this portion of the eyeshadow is completed. I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye. I will be right back to go to the skin, and then we'll complete the eye after that. Alright guys, so the eyes are not completed. We will come back to them. For now, I'm going to move on to skin. So let's go ahead and jump into all of that. Also, if you had any fallout, now is the time to wipe that away. I just took a makeup wipe and wiped underneath my eyes and got all the black eyeshadow off. For skin, I'm going to start with the Poreless Putty Primer. So I'm going to take some of that and put it on my cheeks. So this should help fill in some of the pores of my skin and make it look a lot more smooth. So I'm mostly just concentrating this product in my T-zone, under my cheeks, forehead, nose, and my chin. Alright, moving on to foundation. I'm going to be using the Flawless Finish Foundation. I am shade Fawn, which is light medium with peachy undertones. I will be applying this with a sponge. This one's really big and bouncy. Actually, my first time using it. So let's do one side of the face and see the coverage of the foundation. I always like doing that. It's so much fun to see. Alright y'all, here is the before and the after of the foundation. I do have to say this is probably the closest I've ever gotten a match from ordering online. So I love that. Yeah, the match is very good for me. It matches my chest and my neck. You guys can see the coverage is awesome. Covered all my redness around my nose and around my lips. Also, e.l.f.'s all their formulas are vegan and they are 100% cruelty free. And they don't have any ingredients in their makeup that is bad for your skin or anything like that. So I think that's such a great thing with e.l.f. And it being at the price point it's at. Now I'm going to move on to concealer. I'm going to use the concealer that I used earlier for my eyes. This is the 16 Hour Wear Concealer. I'm going to use shade Light Beige. Like I said before, I absolutely love this concealer. So I'm going to take that sponge I was using and just blend out the edges. Put some in the forehead, a little bit down the middle of the nose, and just a dot on the chin. So yeah, this concealer has full coverage, as you can see, and the way it blends out and dries down just is so beautiful. It's so smooth. Alright, so now I'm going to move into cream contour. So we do all of our creams and our liquids before, and then we will go all into our powders. For cream contour, today I'm going to use the Neutrogena Hydroboost Hydrating Foundation, and this is in shade Cocoa. I think this is a really good shade for cream contour. So I'm going to take a brush and just get some off of the stick and just stamp it on and blend. I like to use a brush that's pretty fluffy, but still a little bit firm at the same time. And just start at the base of your cheeks and blend up. Going to bring that at the sides of the temples, down the jawline as well. Doing all these steps helps tie in all of the makeup, because if you were to just do bronzer on your cheeks, the rest of your face would look pretty pale and pretty flat. So now I'm going to go ahead and do my nose. Just like use a small little brush and just tap the sides of my nose. And look at the difference on this side. You can see how much light this is and how much more dimension that has. The cream contour is done. I'm going to go ahead and set my face. And with that said, I'm going to use the MERCIER setting powder. I'm going to take the sponge that I've been using and I'm going to tap it into the powder just like this, and I'm going to press it underneath my eyes right up to the lashes. This is going to set it and make sure this does not crease, this does not move. It'll add a little bit of brightness under the eyes, as you can see, and it makes it just look so smooth and airbrushed. So I'm just honestly going to do this all over my face. Just pack this powder on. So for bronzer, I'm going to use the Benefit Caramel Bronzer, which is right here. This one's a little more deeper than the original that's up here in the corner. And I'm just going to use a fluffy brush and just tap onto the areas that we previously cream contoured. Sometimes when you powder your face, it can kind of take the color away and look a little bit flat. So it's good to go back in with some bronzer afterwards and add a little bit more color and dimension back into the face. Especially the cheeks. You want those to be nice and warm. Alright, so I'm going to move on to blush because I am completely bronzed up. The blush I'm going to use today is from N.Y.M.P.H and it's called Desert Rose. It's a nice orangey, peachy blush. So I'm just going to tap that on the cheeks, right on the apple of the cheek. And then once it's on the apple, you kind of sweep it back into bronzer and the contours. Alright, blush is on. We're going to move on to highlighter. So I recently got this Huda Beauty body and face highlighter in the mail in PR, and I've used it on my chest. I have it on right now, but I haven't used it on the face. I want to see how it looks on the face. It's very pretty. From what I can see, it doesn't have a base color, so it should be suitable for most skin tones. So I'm going to use a small little fluffy brush, a little bit of that HUDA product, and by the way, this is the N.Y.M.P.H All Over Highlighting Powder. And by the way, can we talk about how beautiful this pan is? So I'm going to just... Oh wow, okay, look at that. Do you see when I look forward, you can't see anything? And then bam! Wow, that is very gorgeous, very pretty highlighter. Alright guys, the face. is completed. So I'm going to go ahead and move back to the eyes. I'm going to do some smokiness underneath the lashes, throw some eyelashes on, and then we will move on to the lip. For underneath the lower lash line, I'm going to take the shade Warmth on a pencil brush like we did earlier. And I'm just going to tuck that right underneath the lashes. One last thing I'm going to do with the eyeshadow is take shade Low Key. I'm going to pop that right into my inner corner for a beautiful little highlight. This shade is an iridescent pink. Alright guys, the eyes are complete besides eyelashes. I'm going to go ahead and throw those on, and I'll be back to put on the lip. Alright guys, everything's completed besides the lip. So let's go ahead and throw the lip on. Super excited for this part because, you guys, I'm using black liquid lipstick. So this one's from e.l.f. This is the liquid matte lipstick, and this is in shade Blackout. This is really gonna intensify the look, so let's go ahead and pop this on. Oh snap, look how dark that is. Alright everybody, here is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you guys like this black lip on this. It really took it to the next level, amped it up. I do like it with the black lip, and I also like it without. But you know, this black lip is fun. I haven't worn one in, man, I don't know the last time I wore a black lip was. Anyways, I think it looks badass. The way the formula dried down so matte, like look how beautiful that is. Oh, it's so even and it's so matte. Ooh, it's so pretty. This here is e.l.f.'s 16th birthday. So happy birthday to e.l.f. So I will be doing a giveaway with them in this video. e.l.f. is giving away a Sweet 16 kit plus the Poreless Putty Primer. So if you'd like to win the Sweet 16 kit plus the Poreless Putty Primer, then go ahead and leave a comment down below and let me know your first favorite e.l.f. product. And if you have never used e.l.f., then tell us why you would want to. So comment down below your favorite product, and I'll be choosing a winner. So all the products that I use in today's video from e.l.f. will be linked down below so you guys can easily shop these products. Alright, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and the makeup look. Don't forget to subscribe to Matt and I's channel so you guys can see our future videos. Definitely give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. That helps out our channel as well. So I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Deuces.